Good evening and welcome. A very happy Republic Day to all our viewers. I'm Vishnu Showman on Left, Right and Centre tonight. It's time to honour not just our armed forces for their valour, but also to honour and highlight the incredible role of some of our finest citizens who've been honoured with the Padma Awards. We are deeply privileged on this programme to be joined by Anand Kumar, an Indian mathematics educator known for his Super 30 programme which he started in Patna. He is known for coaching underprivileged students for the IIT entrance exams. By 2018, 422 out of 510 students had made it into the IITs, the conversion rate incredible. We'll also be joined by Kamlesh Patel, also known as Daaji. Among his followers, several around the world. He's an author, a spiritual leader. He's fourth in the line of Raja Yoga Masters in the Sahaj Marg system of spiritual practice. He's been honoured as well. But before we get to these wonderful guests, here's a look at the Republic Day celebrations today.
Led by Colonel Mahmood Mohammed.
144 soldiers of the Egyptian armed forces marching down Kartavya Path. Their President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the chief guest on this India's 74th Republic Day. It was a foggy morning today. Along Kartavya Path though, the armed forces were at their best, marching to several martial tunes.
Marching contingent.
One of the highlights, the all-women contingent of the Central Reserve Police Force.
Led by Assistant Commandant Poonam Gupta.
Several other marching contingents, including those of the Navy, featured women. The naval contingent, led by a woman officer, featured 3 women and 6 Agni Veers, soldiers in the first batch of the new armed forces recruitment scheme. Atmanirbharta was the motto for weapon systems on display. So no Russian tanks this time, just the Indian-made Arjun and other systems made in India, including the Akash missile system.
2019, when it was employed as a countermeasure to Pakistan's Air Force.
23 tableaux, 17 from states and union territories and 6 from various government ministries depicted India's cultural heritage, our economic progress and national security. The motorcycle display, a display by the Corps of Signals, thrilled the audience with several formations, including a yoga display.
As difficult as it is,
And finally, the air display, an air show of 45 aircraft, including vintage aircraft to the most modern jets in service in the IAF. The fog, however, meant that the aircraft were not as clearly visible as many would have liked. Vishnu Shom for NDTV. Well, 5 persons from Telangana have been selected for the prestigious Padma Awards this year. These include the spiritual leader Chinna Jayar Swami and also Kamlesh Patel, popularly known as Daaji, who's been awarded with the Padma Bhushan. Now, Daaji, as he's known among his followers, is a spiritual leader, an author, and the fourth in the line of Raja Yoga Masters in the Sahaj Marg system of spiritual practice. He's been president of the Shri Ram Chandra Mission. That's a non-profit organization founded in 1945. He's been associated with the United Nations Department of Public Information since 2014. We are deeply, deeply honored to have Daaji with us. A very happy Republic Day to you and congratulations. It's just incredible, considering your work for so many years. Did you expect this? And be honest, or was it a surprise?
Namaste to all of you. Honestly speaking, I didn't expect it. It came as a very pleasant surprise. And the gentleman on the phone was asking, are you willing to accept this? I said, by all means. I mean, we have something like this to be honored for an organization of a spiritual order. It's a rare thing. And we do appreciate the governments to recognize such yogic activities that can transform the lives of each individual who undergoes this practice.
Daaji, can you tell us a little bit about the importance of spirituality in our lives? Do you believe that, I mean, it's obviously a recognition for your work, but how important is spirituality considering the stresses, the pressures, the tensions which all of us face at so many levels in our lives?
Well, spirituality is all about leading a life full of hearts. You see, and when you do things with heart, it doesn't stress you up. And when we meditate by the means that we provide as a practice, it de-stresses you and detoxifies you and then rejuvenates you. And your health improves at a physical, mental, and spiritual level. So it's an all-around benefit. And do you have to invest anything for this? No, not at all. You just have to spend some time, just close your eyes and meditate for a few minutes. There will be a personal trainer whenever you require. And I must tell you, this is all for free, no charges whatsoever.
Daaji, tell us a little bit about your own journey, the attachment to spirituality, the Shri Ram Chandra Mission, and of course the heartfulness movement abroad. How did this journey towards spirituality and peace of mind actually start for you?
Well, from childhood, I was much interested in God realization thanks to the influence of Sri Ramakrishna Paramhansa. I was reading books and that inspired me to really go into spirituality. One fine morning, one of my friend actually took me to a trainer of heartfulness, and she put me on this journey. And since then, I have never looked back. This was when I was studying in the pharmacy college when I was 19 years of age. Later on, after my graduation and post-graduation, we went to United States. I was a pharmacist there and I started a pharmacy business. During my business days also, I would practice meditation 3 times a day, morning meditation, evening rejuvenation process, and night time, and it's continued. And like today's surprise, I was also surprised then in 2011 by my Guruji, who said, you will be looking after the activities. You will be responsible for carrying out this spiritual task when I no longer exist on this material plane. And since then, I'm continuing now. So from student life to business life, now to completely spiritual life. It's a wonderful life. It's a great life.
You know, in the last few years, this government has promoted meditation and certainly yoga. And I think there's been an impetus towards spirituality and certainly yoga and the benefits that it brings your mind and your body. It's a movement which has been internationally recognized. Do you welcome it? Do you believe that this is something that we need to continue doing?
Definitely. Unfortunately, people in general, in India as well as in the West, they don't understand what yoga is all about still. Modi ji emphasizes, of course, that you should practice asanas and pranayams. But what is fundamentally is lacking is without meditation, all 8 steps, they go flat. Because the foundation of Ashtanga Yoga is based on dhyana and trying to attain samadhi. The other steps are mainly for physical well-being, which other methods also can be adopted. Physical well-being, we all want. Mental well-being, we all want. But when it comes to spiritual well-being, hardly anyone thinks of it.
How do you respond to cynics who say that what spirituality? I go to the gym, I work out, and I find my peace of mind over there. I look after my health by what I eat. Why do I need spirituality in my life? How would you respond to a cynic who would say that? I'm not that cynic, by the way, but I'm just asking.
Well, I would just say like a friend, that if you go to some restaurant and you like food and services and ambience of that place, we just recommend, please try it out. It's a great restaurant. Like that, I would recommend, try this system out and see how you feel. Within 30 minutes, you will be able to distinguish between right system and wrong system. And even if you're not a believer of God, it's worth trying and see for yourself how it changes your consciousness. So there is no emphasis on belief whatsoever. So cynics are most welcome.
So, when one speaks about spirituality, does one need to be spiritual towards a particular god or a particular religion, or is spirituality something deeply personal? And you know, how do you define spirituality?
Spirituality transcends religion. See, religion is all about believing that God is there, right? From early childhood, we are taught, please believe in God. But when we ask our elders, why should I believe in God? Do you believe in God? They say, yes, of course, that's why we recommend you. But why do you believe in God? Then they say, my grandparents taught me, my religion taught me, my shastras taught me. But what do you say? They don't have any answer. Spirituality has that answer, that of course, whether you believe or you don't believe, we have an open approach and said, my Lord, if you are there, I like to experience. And you don't have to believe in any personal God, because believing in personal God will become a religion again. See, and it is meditation that translates the belief into experience. And having experienced something, you tend to become one day, and you become divine in the process.
Could you tell us a little bit about the global, could you tell us a little bit about meditation via the Sahaj Marg? For those of our viewers who want to know more about the Sahaj Marg, what is it?
Well, we have many aspects. I mean, how to get introduced or get initiated into the system. There are 3-4 modes. One of them is face-to-face, meaning you come to a trainer's place or you request trainer to come to your place, mutually convenient to both. Or you can arrange it over the phone, or you can use an app, which is called Hearts app, HEARTS-APP. And you can, once you have gone onto this app, you can request how to meditate, etc. You can also go on our website, heartfulness.org, and that will help you, track.
Right. Well, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
I mean, spirituality is something which is so important in our lives, and it gives us so much peace. Perhaps many more of us need to be more spiritual to deal with challenges that arise. And congratulations once again. Thank you so much.
Last note to you is, where religion divides, spirituality unites us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much indeed.